You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
AI agents are now reading sensitive data, executing actions, and making decisions across our environments. But are we managing their access safely? Join Dave Bittner and Barak Shalef from Oasis Security on Wednesday, December 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern for a live discussion on agentic access management and how to secure non-human identities without slowing innovation. Can't make it live? Register now to get on-demand access after the event. Visit events.thecyberwire.com. That's events with an S, .thecyberwire.com to save your spot.
From phishing to ransomware, cyber threats are constant. But with NordLayer, your defense can be too. NordLayer brings together secure access and advanced threat protection in a single, seamless platform. It helps your team spot suspicious activity before it becomes a problem by blocking malicious links and scanning downloads in real time, preventing malware from reaching your network. It's quick to deploy, easy to scale, and built on zero-trust principles, so only the right people get access to the right resources. Get 28% off on a yearly plan at nordlayer.com/cyberwiredaily with code cyberwire-28. That's nordlayer.com/cyberwiredaily, code cyberwire-28. That's valid through December 10th, 2025. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CyberWire's Research Saturday. I'm Dave Bittner, and this is our weekly conversation with researchers and analysts tracking down the threats and vulnerabilities, solving some of the hard problems, and protecting ourselves in a rapidly evolving cyberspace. Thanks for joining us.
So this is how we discovered basically the execution of the InfoStealer, the NordLab pile. InfoStealer was executing actually on one of our medium-sized customers. And then we are starting to basically investigate and look back, which actually brought to the discovery of a full chain of AI frameworks compromises, which I'm sure we will be discussing right now.
That's Michael Gorlick, Chief Technology Officer at Morphosec. The research we're discussing today is titled New Nudelophile Stealer Distributes Via Fake AI Video Generation Platforms. Well, let's dig into it together here. What exactly is a Nudelophile Stealer and what are its primary functions?
Yeah, so this is very similar in a way to some of the other InfoStealers, though its delivery technique is quite advanced and relatively rare, in which it was delivered through Python in-memory with base 85 encoding, which is kind of very different from base 64. The stealer itself, I guess the history of the browsers, it can hijack and intercept wallet credentials and more. But it's relatively minimal in a way to possibly avoid a significant footprint on the endpoint.
And how would someone find themselves with this on their system? How does it infiltrate someone?
Yeah, so in this case, the delivery technique is quite advanced, and we are talking about a delivery. And in our blog post, we discovered just a delivery of an archive that was basically downloaded by the different victims. And this archive, and we'll get to the AI framework, but starting from the download portion, if you download this archive basically included different files like document, PDF, and others with additional hidden directory. If you download it actually today, you will see that there are quite a lot of still those AI framework sites that also deliver archives, but this time you'll find invoices and other type of documents that can resonate very nicely in the way of social engineering. But those files, the document PDF or the invoice PDF or any of the other content files are not really invoices or not really documents. They basically are an advanced archive files with a bunch of different executables like we described in the blog itself, and with the modified headers to avoid basically simple scanning of those files and bypass existing solutions. So that eventually the first loader operation is the one to fix those headers back and eventually decrypt or unarchive some of the files by changing their names back from the PDF to RAR or zip or whatever, and then using a specific password, opening them, and get to execute the next stage operation, which are the Python compiled executables, which is also an interesting stage by itself. But really, we are talking about a significant archive with executables that are blown up of proportions of 150, 160, 170 megabytes, with many, let's say, advanced techniques. Until you get to those archive, you still have a couple of very advanced techniques that will execute, for example, .NET code within a native executable, etc. It's quite advanced techniques to bypass simple interpretation, scanning interpreted PowerShell and interpreted .NET, commands scanning.
So, my understanding is that these folks are using fake AI video generation platforms to be a vector for the malware?
Yes, exactly. At least we intercepted. I think this was the most interesting thing. We intercepted a bunch of websites, but when were investigating those AI framework websites, Luma Dream, Dream AI, we got to a very popular Facebook pages. There are a bunch of those Facebook pages that are still very much active. They're websites with high reputation, delivering this malware, and all of them using a very similar template. And if you look at the websites, on the different websites, you'll see that their followers, their amount of followers is even higher than the original one, the original framework. So take, for example, a legitimate framework called Luma Labs, AI video generator framework. You see that the amount of followers there, it's about 2.7 thousand of followers. And you have all kind of different screenshots there. In a way, this platform is intended for you to upload your images and then see this platform generating video. Many of you probably saw those kind of advertisement of inputting or basically uploading your kid image, and you, as a result, you have an output of a video that shows how the kid becomes older, and all those very interesting advertisements. So you have the same advertisement there, and I have non-real malicious platforms here with 3 point something thousand followers, with 1.8 thousand followers, totally legit, with my Facebook marked blue mark validated, fully pushing those malicious platforms. And if you get to those platforms, the difference between those malicious platforms to the legitimate platforms is the fact that those malicious platforms just allow you to download those example of videos, let's call it like that, for free without going through all this signing operation, while the legitimate one is actually requires you to sign up for that thing. But if you go look even deeper and try to compare, okay, so maybe the SSL certificate are not good enough. Maybe there could be some issues. And you'll find that both the legitimate and non-legitimate website are all using kind of very basic certificates like Let's Encrypt or something like that of that form, which is funny, but not exactly, because of the increase of those platforms. Every second person creates something very cool today with using those AI tools. They go and sign their websites with the most basic certificate they can get to. And there is no concept of high reputation, low reputation anymore, right? Because all of them are low reputation, legitimate or non-legitimate. Since you get kind of to the point in which, hey, I don't know if it's legitimate or not, and I don't have anyone to trust if it's legitimate or not.
We'll be right back.
At Thales, they secure what matters most. The most trusted companies and organizations utilize Thales cybersecurity products to protect critical applications, sensitive data, and identities anywhere at scale. Through their innovative services and integrated platforms, Thales provides customers a greater visibility of risks, the ability to defend against cyber threats, close compliance gaps, and deliver trusted digital experiences for billions of consumers every day. That's Thales, THALES. Learn more at cpl.thalesgroup.com.
Most environments trust far more than they should, and attackers know it. ThreatLocker solves that by enforcing default deny at the point of execution. With ThreatLocker Allow listing, you stop unknown executables cold. With ring fencing, you control how trusted applications behave. And with ThreatLocker DAC, Defense Against Configurations, you get real assurance that your environment is free of misconfigurations and clear visibility into whether you meet compliance standards. ThreatLocker is the simplest way to enforce zero-trust principles without the operational pain. It's powerful protection that gives CISOs real visibility, real control, and real peace of mind. ThreatLocker makes zero-trust attainable, even for small security teams. See why thousands of organizations choose ThreatLocker to minimize alert fatigue, stop ransomware at the source, and regain control over their environments. Schedule your demo at threatlocker.com/N2K today. So what happens once I engage with this fake AI video generation platform? So I'm on Facebook, I'm scrolling through as you do. This catches my eye and I decide to play with it. What happens next in terms of it being able to take advantage of me and install the malware? How does it work?
Yeah, so you get from one of those like Facebook advertisement in which you see some kind of a nice video, cool video. This leads you to a page with high reputation, advertising higher than the legitimate one, and at the core of the page, in the main part of the page, you have the link for the platform itself. Sometimes the link also comes from top buttons like "Learn More" to automatically forwards you, redirects you to that platform. As soon as you get to the platform in a way is very similar to the legitimate platforms you can find in other places. Very cool design, looks very professional, and many times leads to the same result of downloading some kind of archive file. So whether you upload your images, just trying to something for free, there are different control flows, let's call it like that, different flows that will lead to the same malicious file called script.js, JavaScript file, that eventually triggers the download of an archive. So you get to this download from different interactions with those malicious websites. It's always the same archive, and different websites deliver different archives. It's always an archive, though, and quite a a heavy one, right? And then from obviously downloading the archive, you want to open it. And this archive, when you just look at the zip or unarchive it, you will see only one file. But essentially, this archive has a hidden directory which has all those malicious component. Now, if you use, for example, 7-zip and just open that archive without decrypting it, you will see that hidden folder. Most of the users, unfortunately, are not so sophisticated. They just open the zip and miss out on this hidden folder, which will be triggered by the executable.
What about detection here? I mean, what sort of challenges do security professionals face when trying to detect and mitigate something like Noodle file?
Yeah, well, if it wouldn't be an archive that you would download, the detection would be simpler. You could detect that on the perimeter level. Many of the browsers and the Defender for cloud and different very basic filtering capabilities to identify those advanced .NET overblown executables or misconfigured RAR files. But the fact that you download an archive, the archive is very easy to hide artifacts within those archives. So as soon as it gets to your disk, it's actually quite challenging to detect by existing controls. So you need more sophisticated controls in place, like ours, for example, or you can implement, if you own a business, and you can allow yourself to implement hardening capabilities like application controls and others, which basically do not allow you just to execute anything. And even if your MP4 has some kind of allowing spaces that leads to an execution of executable, it still will prevent that. So it's really dependent on the organization. For the regular users or innovators or those that are just interested to download something cool from those kind of platforms, I would really recommend not to download archives. And if they get archives, just delete those. If this platform kind of downloads you an MP4, you will be able to trust at least your basic security controls that will identify that this is not an executable, it's an MP4. It's a video file. Your browser will not let you download the executable without using a smart screen, which is the core technology that provided by Microsoft. But smart screen can be bypassed again by using archives.
So, are there any particular technical elements of this that are worth sharing? Anything that caught your attention inside the malware itself?
I mean, the malware itself really is one of the things that we identified as the way they use to decrypt the Python code itself. They use a combination of base 64 and base 85, which is quite rare. We saw those kind of techniques in some of the GitHubs that were correlated to Korean attacks. We did follow the OSINT and got to actors that are Taiwanese in this case, which is also a bit of a unique. Don't see too many Taiwanese attack on this scale. So there were definitely, if we are looking on the OSINT side, a couple of interesting points. But again, the base 85 decoding was, for me, if we are looking on the InfoStealer, the most interesting. The InfoStealer also, and many times, delivered in parallel with a RAT. In this case, it was the X-Worm. Also delivered a very similar way by basically taking a base 64 and decoded that with base 85. This is double decoding. And then everyone knows what the X-Worm RAT, obviously, and it's extremely persistent. And it's much beyond just stealing browser cookies, your history, and wallets. It's a persistent, fully capable malware that can execute remote commands. And I would say in most of the cases of this no-hill delivery, we had that threat delivered in parallel to the info stealer. So definitely you would like to validate your network outbound communication. You would like to validate your persistency steps, the regular run keys, the regular services if no new services were generated. Kind of the basic persistency validation, something that for sure I would validate.
What do you hope that people take away from this research that you've published? What are the take-homes for you?
Yeah, we'll always have sophisticated malware. So this is our job, right? I'm doing it 25 years. And every time the hackers, the adversaries are innovate in a crazy pace. And with the AI, they innovate even faster. You see new tactics, new techniques all the time. At this moment, I'm kind of not concerned with regard to the super advanced malware. I'm more concerned of the delivery techniques, as probably was sound from my small lecture. This is the time right now in which it kind of reminds me the 2016 exploit kit times and the times when the WannaCry appeared. Very non-stable in a time where many new attack surfaces and new delivery techniques are possible. And it will take a year or two until security controls will adapt to this new delivery risk and will find a solution to try and identify what is a legitimate AI framework and what is not. Until then, I would recommend people not to hurry and download anything from those AI platforms. Be extremely careful and validate everything that is downloaded and where do you upload stuff as well. Because many of them are generated by a simple person using the same AI tools that are available to anyone else.
Our thanks to Michael Gorlick from Morphosec for joining us. The research is titled New Noodlophile Stealer Distributes Via Fake AI Video Generation Platforms. We'll have a link in the show notes. And that's Research Saturday, brought to you by N2K Cyberwire. We'd love to hear from you. We're conducting our annual audience survey to learn more about our listeners. We're collecting your insights until the end of August. There's a link in the show notes. We hope you'll check it out. This episode was produced by Liz Stokes. We're mixed by Elliot Peltzman and Trey Hester. Our executive producer is Jennifer Iben. Peter Kilpie is our publisher, and I'm Dave Bittner. Thanks for listening. We'll see you back here next time.